Hey folks, please enjoy this clip from our show, which you can find every single day at 4 p.m. Eastern exclusively on Rumble. We've been doing the best shows we've ever done, completely free of censorship and on a platform that actually supports us. You can also support us on Locals, where you can access a ton of exclusive content, movie riffs, as well as an archive of over 1,000 full episodes going back as far as 7 years. We've also teamed up with Merch Engine to bring you a new lineup of really awesome quality shirts, hoodies, and now even hats. So come check out our untethered, uncensored show on Rumble every single weekday at 4 p.m. Eastern. You stupid idiots.
Growing up Italian, the OG.
I love my mother. I hate my brother. So let's get after it and have us a good time. Some good fucking bread.
By the way, I heard Patrick Bet-David is in the final negotiations to hiring Chris Cuomo.
Oh, that's great. Hey, by the way, I don't know why everybody's so disappointed in the shady Iranian with millions of dollars and nobody knows where he came from. Imagine being let down by that guy.
Jillian Michaels, beautiful, fit, the biggest loser, right?
Made it part of our
culture.
Nice set of
Keeping
tits.
it real, the podcast, all of these interesting conversations. But guess what? There is now a new big bullet point on her resume. She is taking on the fairness of transgender women athletes competing against non-transgender women.
Oh, yeah, a bunch of people are doing that, though.
Yeah, we've already been talking about
athletes.
this,
Oh boy, this could wind up being the worst thing that Jillian has ever thought of doing. Why would she do this? Why would somebody who is so dependent or has been
principles these days? Who would have their principles to
do
stand
you
by
hear?
them?
But that's his mind. That's his mind. That's his fucking mind.
Look, if a man wants to step into a boxing ring with a woman and beat the ever-loving fuck out of her, that is a God-given right.
Yeah, or maybe just in my kitchen. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
on Hollywood culture.
I used to
Chris
say
has no morals. He's the kind of guy that you like literally goes, "Oh yeah, well I'll tell you what, it takes a real sick fuck to believe in God because what? God's the only thing stopping you from raping women and kids and murdering people." And you're like, "No, I mean, I have faith. I also just don't.
You
rape
shouldn't do
people
that.
and kill them.
Yeah.
I don't need God for that."
on big media culture, why would she take on a sacred cow like trans rights?
because it's not a sacred cow, it's a sacred lol cow. We're all laughing at them. It's not sacred. First off, let's be clear. Nothing is sacred anymore. Can we get past that? Are we at that point now? Because nothing is sacred anymore, okay? The Pope's basically gay.
She's going to be called transphobic.
Always was.
She's going to be seen as advancing the agenda of the far-right culture warriors.
Wow, way to really take a stand when you have no skin in the game now, Chris.
Right.
And yet, she is all in. What does that tell you?
I don't want any fags playing with me, I'll tell you right now.
Well,
What if they try to... Look, I'm 260 shredded. What if we're in the shower and one of these fags tries to grab my cock? Then
Yeah,
what?
For real.
Then what?
Yeah, I'm about 230. I mean, unless I cut weight.
Yeah. I'm on shred this summer, though.
Either Jillian...
Sorry, long COVID sufferer, Chris Cuomo.
Jillian Michaels sounds so familiar too.
You'll see her.
She was in stuff though.
You'll
right?
see her.
is
When you
cuckoo.
see her,
Well,
you're
she
gonna
was in the
Or-
thumbnail. She looks familiar too. I just don't remember. Like,
Biggest Loser lady.
Supposed to be an ally to the community. And people said to me, why are you talking to this traitor to the community?
Chris is an ally to the gay community. It shows you that he's, no matter what he tries to do, he's a fake Italian. He wants to like do this machismo Italian thing, but at the same time be like, look, I'm an ally to all the fags out there. Like I'm fine with all the fags and queers and trannies.
How do
Right.
you respond to that, and why have you decided to speak out about trans athletes?
Okay, well, you're absolutely right. I sat on the sidelines of this argument, pun intended, because truthfully, you think,
It's a nice house.
someone else will take on this fight.
Oh,
I'm
well,
going to
yeah,
punt.
she's got money.
Like, surely common sense will prevail, and they'll find just the right balance of fairness and inclusion. And
There is no balance anymore. They're only stark extremes.
Yes.
Okay? That's it.
It's just black and white now.
That's it.
each federation will do their research, and they'll figure it out. And then what ended up happening is, my God,
They're calling her a very handsome woman.
She's actually held up pretty good for an older broad.
of course, I just
She has a
read
great body. I know that.
it's like Miguel Marcona. I've been screaming this guy's name.
Ah!
She has Sandra Bernhard face.
No,
and it fucks me.
a bunch of sports scientists ended up shooting holes in the study because they advertised for participants on social media. The athletes in the study weren't actually participating in competitive sports.
Yeah, but what does Chris have to say?
People are going to have to create different standards. So that then gets us into what the fix was. The fix was, so Biden is getting a lot of heat for this now, for supposedly making this new rule for trans people. His administration says no. We only codified what the Supreme Court ruled, which is trans fits under the federal guideline for protection of type. That's all we did. You can't discriminate
they
against it.
punted, right? But they were going to. They had indicated that they were going to rule on this, and that they were going to wipe out any potential for a ban on transgender athletes.
I don't care, because we said yesterday when we were on Mark and Alan's show, women kind of did this to themselves by supporting all the trans stuff and being allies and watching RuPaul Drag Race. And by the way, there's a lot of Republican women out there that'll sit there and be like, I hate this, who also sat there and consumed Perez Hilton. They fucking consumed RuPaul's Drag Race. They go to their Instagram, go to their TikTok. They got trannies on there, and they'll tell you that they don't, but they do. So it's really hard for me, at least, to feel sympathy, right? For people that created their own prison, because guys aren't being affected. Girls aren't going to come to the guys' leagues and beat them, you know?
No, it's never going to happen. That's why we've always said that for years with this trans shit. Where are the female to male?
Yeah.
Where are you guys showing up at the NFL Combine? I want to see what your fucking numbers. I want to see the numbers you put up. MMA.
I'm
Come
at
on,
that
ladies.
point now.
Get in.
I've seen those women, and it's like mind
she
blowing.
was-
Yeah, you aspire to be so good looking.
Phenomenal. So she says to me,
She says
say
to me,
reg-
she says, you said that.
regrets? She said, no, this is my truth. She says, but I do recognize I'm very damaged and I had a damaged upbringing.
Yeah, that's why you're trans.
And I don't know what that played in my decision, but I do know this. Anybody who wants to do this should not do it till they're an adult, because it's very expensive, it's very painful, and she said this to me years ago.
But you were pushing and defending kids getting hormones and stuff and getting stuff done when you were on CNN, like everything else. So years ago you knew and you didn't care. I don't care about trans people. The problem is that
That's pretty transphobic.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm not scared of them.
That's my favorite when they're like, you're transphobic. Nobody's
The only people that should be transphobic are unattended minors.
Yeah, children.
Yeah. I'm not transphobic, but I'm just really sick of, like, this is what Republicans do this shit all the fucking time, bro. Where they'll be like, they'll just like go like, well, trans people, trans stuff is gross. Okay, well, just not the kids. Adult trans people are fine because Blair White's cool. No, she's not.
Yeah, I'm tired of hearing that one.
It's not. No. And look, here's the truth. If they were doing their trans shit like they used to in the fucking 90s in their own little club, no one would care. Honestly, literally nobody would care. But it's this weird, like, we have to now go walk in the capital of Georgia. Remember that? Like, just walking just in the capital of Georgia. And they said, fuck you, dude. No one needs that much attention. You've done nothing spectacular. Just because you've cut your dick off or put a cock in your mouth doesn't make you any better or worse, okay? We're all gonna die alone. So why don't you fucking stop with this fucking horseshit like you're special? You're not. You're at best mentally ill. You're at worst pedophiles. That's it, right? I mean, there's no other real way to say what's going on here.
Different sport. So you got a world with no Serena Williams, because if there was But one of those male tennis players, who's ranked 6,000.
I'm not gonna hear the same fucking talking points. This is so stupid. I don't care. Nothing matters. It doesn't matter. It's stupid.
I'm so sick of trans people. What if we just got rid of all of them?
Yeah.